When I was 24 years old, I moved to another country without knowing anyone, absolutely anyone. I was finishing the law school. I didn't want to continue in this area. I was feeling very confused. I didn't know what to do with my life, but I saw this as an opportunity to finally make one of my biggest dreams come true. That was to live abroad. And I know that the last time I felt this feeling, I changed my life completely. I always wanted to live abroad, and I thought, well, this seems like the perfect opportunity, the perfect moment to do that. I researched many ways to live abroad, and most of them were financially impossible because they were very expensive. And I was just a student with a job that was not fixed job. I didn't have much money at all. It was when I found the au pair programs and I signed up for that. Now, I didn't have much experience, but I got an opportunity to move to England. Most of my job would be driving, so it wasn't that bad. I had my driving license. I didn't have much practice, but I had an automatic car in England that completely helped me so much to overcome my fears. And I remember when I arrived in England in September, it was the beginning of autumn coming to winter, so it was already a bit cold. And I was here to spend 6 months. So I chose the worst time to come to this country. It was the 6 months that are cold, wet, and gray. And I remember feeling very lonely. I didn't have any friends. I tried to make friends with some of the au pairs, but it didn't quite work out. Some of them were leaving already. But then during this time, I also met my now husband, and thank God that I met him because we started going out a lot, and he was my best friend. He was my company during these 6 months that I spent being au pair in England. And yes, it was a hard time for me. I was learning lots of things at the same time. It wasn't very easy, but I was very happy. The fog and the confusion from finishing a course that I didn't like so much, it was gone, at least for a moment. And I was happy that my mind was fresh and just very interested in discovering, learning new things. After leaving this time, I ended up getting married to my husband, obviously. And here I am, 8 years later. After all these years, I am feeling that desire to do something again. I'm feeling confused. My mind is a little bit foggy, but this time is connected to my career. I want to change my career, and I'm very excited for what comes next. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm gonna discover because I know that if I don't do anything, nothing changes. But if I do something, something will happen. I thought for a moment that having a job with a contract and everything, nice and organized would be enough for you to feel security. But no, 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 no. I was made redundant out of nowhere. Me and another 8 people in the company, which means that your job is your job today, but it can disappear tomorrow. That's why I am not scared to create something for myself, because I was thinking, but I don't know how it's gonna be in 2 years. It might not work out. But if I get a job in a company, it might not work out either. This security, it doesn't exist. The only thing you can do is to really focus on yourself, investing in yourself. This is the only thing that cannot be taken away. So a company is not gonna give me the life I want. I'm gonna build it myself because I want time, autonomy, growth, and freedom. And this is something that I can give myself. Why I'm telling you this is just to prove a point that if you go into something for yourself, you can actually change your life in months, maybe in weeks, but you need to give the first step. So I don't know what you want to change. I don't know if you want to change something in your relationship or in your job or in your life. I don't know. But think about this. I don't have the answers, but I was reflecting about this today, and I think this is a very good reflection to anyone that want to change their lives and don't know how. Let me know in the comments what are your thoughts on it. And I will see you next week.